Welcome back to Life the Wild Ride. Today, I took this for a test spin this morning. Had to make some modifications. These are last minute modifications because after we got it loaded, it sagged a little bit more than I expected. So, because like I said, I need some shocks on it. So I just made some quick modifications because the tire was rubbing on one side. But it is not complete. However, it's going to go on its maiden voyage tomorrow morning early. So this will be video one before we leave. This is the night before. We're going to be leaving at probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Not too keen about heading out in the rain and in the dark, but I have taken this out for a couple test spins now. It seems to be going pretty good, but we're pretty loaded up with some stuff. I've loaded up a toolkit. I've readjusted all the bearings after it's been driven a bit. We're loading the back up. We got some temporary bungee cords and straps to hold all of the kitchen stuff in place until I finish this area out with shelving and stuff like that. Got a grill, got a collapsible sink, and a little camp rug there that will lay out. So let me just show you the modification I had to do. Basically, once it settled more, we ended up, the tire was rubbing on the edge of this when it was still whole. So I cut out this wheel well opening here, and what I'm going to do is build a fender for it, a very low profile fender. However, I'm just not gonna be able to do it before this trip because we're leaving tomorrow morning. Because I don't like this cutout like this. I don't like the looks of it. So this will all get covered up and it'll have a fender on here, and that'll take care of that. But that was pretty much the only issue. Well, there was one other with the other wheel, because I don't know if I told you this, but I think if you watch the earlier videos, I talk about the spacing of the tire and why I ordered new tires. Of course, they were old, and these ones were a little bit narrower because this one was really close, because the frame on this thing, before I started anything, the frame was slightly offset. It was all welded and stuff, so nothing really I could do about it. So it made this tire closer to the body of the camper when I built it. By putting a narrower tire, I did gain some space. However, adding some weight and stuff, and when it rocked back and forth, from turning and stuff, it was still rubbing. So what I did is I put some spacers in behind the wheel, put the wheel back on and the lug nuts back on, and that gave me just a little bit more space. And now I rock it quite a bit just by hand, and it's not hitting. So that's it. I mean, these are last minute things that I didn't expect, but everything else is great. The light's working good, and our plan is to be on the road tomorrow morning. And probably, since this is just a short clip, I will just cut to the next morning, right? Well, good morning. We are on the road. We've been on the road for about a half an hour. I just got out and checked everything. Everything seems perfectly fine. Trace is here. She worked a short shift. So yeah, it is now currently 2:22. Actually, we've been on the road for almost an hour. I didn't go that far. But yeah, everything's looking good with the camper back there. It's riding nice, so we'll check in with you when it's more light outside. We finally have some daylight here, and it is 7:42 in the morning. We are at the Welcome Center in Pennsylvania, the eastern side, right on 84. Everything's going good, and we're getting ready to move on. Alrighty. Well, it's getting towards the end of the day. Tracy's taking a shower. I'm going to be taking one, and we are wrapping things up. We did meet another nice couple traveling and had a nice conversation. They were really interested in the camper. They're probably hopefully checking out this video, and they've hopefully checked out the other videos. So if you have, it was a real pleasure chatting with you guys and talking about this thing. But yeah, it is Monday. Oh, my watch is dead. June 13th, and we are somewhere in West Virginia at Sand something campground that we kind of found at the last minute, and we are gonna call it a night. We missed out on two of the things we wanted to do, the train museum and Horseshoe Curve, because it only opens from Wednesday to Saturday, and I didn't know that, so we didn't want to hang out there. So we decided just to move on southwest, heading towards Kentucky, and we will find some stuff to do tomorrow and hopefully hit the train stuff on the way home in a week or two from now. So that's where we're at. There's Tracy back from the shower, so I'm gonna head up, and we'll see you tomorrow in another video. Hopefully a little more exciting with some stuff going on. Have a great day, and don't forget, life is a wild ride. Now, ow, ow, ow. I cut that finger open.